Now there's a mugshot of you right now.
Yep.
How did that make you feel, just to be put in those orange clothes?
It makes me feel horrible. Like I work hard, you know, I work hard to buy this home, you know, for me and my kids in a better neighborhood and environment, and to be taken to jail and to be treated like that for brown grass at my own home, you know, like it's horrible.
That's right, you heard it. No, you heard it. This lady went to jail from her HOH for brown grass. What? Now, I know what you're saying. These damn HOHs. See, I understand where you're coming from. You know, I've done videos previously before on these HOHs, and this is what I've been talking about. A lot of times people say, Orlando, I hear what you're saying, but these HOHs don't have the power that you think that they do.
I disagree.
So remember when I showed you that they took away that man's house? Remember when I told you that they're giving these ridiculous fines? Now they're putting people in jail. They're putting people in jail because the grass is brown. But we're gonna get into it. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel, guys. Also, too, I have a newsletter. You know what I'm gonna say. It's free. How can you beat free? You can't. You can't beat it. Also, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I am your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years. I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment and the description. Now, guys, let's jump straight into this. Now, it's no surprise that HOAs are slimy. HOAs are nothing but the mafia. You know you're not gonna get any sympathy from me when it comes to HOAs. So if you're an HOA loyalist, you might as well just skip out on this video, because there is gonna be no slack given to an HOA.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this.
Let's say this one more time. To individuals that believe that an HOA, we've seen what HOAs do. We've seen the power and the corruption. Oh, you know what? You can't paint your house this, so we're gonna give you a fine.
Wait, what?
We're gonna send drones above your house to make sure that you comply. Don't make sure you ain't got that trampoline. Don't make sure that you don't have that trampoline in the house that you purchased.
I beg your pardon?
Your kids can't enjoy the trampoline because someone said, in the bylaws, it says you're an inch off. In the bylaws, it says you can only have 3 blue trampolines on one street at a time. But see, listen, I understand this. Some people watching this video, you guys don't believe that HOAs are a menace. You guys don't believe that HOAs have too much power.
You underestimate my power.
Some of you guys don't believe that maybe I shouldn't get involved with HOAs. When I'm trying to purchase my home, let it be a condo, which you shouldn't do. But any other home, maybe I don't want to be in the HOA. Maybe I should do research in the HOA before I join the secret organization that is against me. Imagine paying dues to an organization that hates you.
Awkward. So awkward.
That's an HOA. You are paying money to an organization that does not like you. But listen, you don't have to take my word for it. Let's go ahead and watch.
Or like pictures of the brown grass.
Yep.
The grass isn't always green in Irina Green's yard, thanks to a big tree that you can see in this drone video, and a drought that led the county to impose watering restrictions last year didn't help.
Looks like you got some pieces of sod here.
Green says her yard is far from the worst in Riverview's Creekview subdivision.
If you drive around my neighborhood, you'll see there's plenty of yards that are not up to par.
But so far, she's the only homeowner to actually go to jail for failing to keep her yard up to her HOA standard.
I wonder why. I wonder why. Look, let's be honest. Let's just be perfectly clear. It seems like the HOA was out to get her. You know, listen, I say this all the time, guys. I say this all the time. These HOAs, you know, these individuals who run these HOAs, these people who come to your house and be like, look, your grass is a little bit high. It's 2 inches higher. And I know you guys think that I'm making that up. No, there are actual people who do that. There are actual people who literally take being an HOA member that serious. They're going to come to your house and give you fines. They're going to tell you that, you know, there's only supposed to be 3 black cars, 3 black car limit on your property. You got 4 black cars? You're breaking the rules. What rule is that? Oh, you haven't read the 1,000-page document that we give all residents and that they need to read every single line because we have so many vague rules that we can use against you. And to go to jail over said grass, when you know that John, when you know Jeremy, look at their grass. What's going on with their grass? Oh, it's because it's overgrown versus dead? Is that the reason? Is it because they have weeds growing in their yard, showing growth, versus I have brown grass? But isn't there a limit on water? So you know grass needs water to grow and live. But there's a restriction on water, which is a rule, a law, an ordinance. And then now you want to take me to jail? Now make that make sense.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
It all started with notices from the HOA's management company.
And it went from the grass being ground to, you know, there's a dent in my garage.
Dents too small to see from the road.
That was a part of my court case.
Green was also cited for having a dirty mailbox covered in mildew due to shade and moisture from that same tree.
I would assume you could probably clean that whole mailbox in a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
And for having a cargo van similar to other ones we observed in the neighborhood. The HOA filed a lawsuit against Green in Hillsborough County Court, demanding she correct the violations. She represented herself, preparing handwritten explanations that the HOA and judge rejected. Green appeared at a hearing last July in which the judge gave her an ultimatum.
My grass had to be brung up to par. He said, you can get seeds, you can do something, but you got 30 days to get it corrected. I said, fine. You know, he said, and if it's not done in 30 days, you're gonna go to jail.
Sounds a little harsh. Let me get this correct. There is a water shortage, meaning you're not an ordinance of saying you can't water your grass. That's what I'm getting. You can't water your grass. My grass dies. The HOA says, you know what? We're going to take you to court over your grass.
What the hell's going on over here?
You go to court. The judge tells you, you better throw some seeds down, or you better throw sod down, or you better do something to get your grass back together. And you better do it in 30 days. Are you going to jail? Over grass? This is what I'm talking about, guys. Remember when I tell you that these HOAs, that they're nothing more than organized crime. This is the Gambino family. You don't believe me? Tell me the difference. A HOA shakes you down for money. What does the mafia do? The mafia does the same thing. The mafia tells you, we're gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse. Isn't that what happened with her? The offer was, you either do what we tell you to do, or you go to jail. And then to add insult to injury, they're like, oh, you got dents. These small dents that no one can see. My mailbox is dirty. Okay, cool. I'll wipe it off. Do we need to go to, I need to go to court? We need to go to court because I have moss on my mailbox.
It's an evil world we live in.
Irene says she spent the next month correcting the violations.
I sold my van to comply. My mailbox was clean. I bought seeds.
Let me tell you what. I just want to stop right there. Let me tell you what. There's no way I'm selling my car. I'm selling my car to comply with the HOA. That's just me. I'm not selling my car. You're telling me that I can't own a van? You telling me I can't own a van and you want me to sell? You out your mind.
Are you people insane?
And watered my grass.
But she missed her next court date.
I was supposed to receive documentation. Nothing was sent to my home. And I reached out to the courthouse several times to try to find out when was my court date.
The judge signed an order holding Green in contempt of court and issued a warrant for her arrest at the HOA attorney's request.
It is pretty extreme. It certainly is, yeah.
We asked Stetson Law Professor Paul Boudreau what he makes of this case.
I think it's pretty rare in a civil case for someone to have a contempt order.
Green was pulled over by a sheriff's deputy in late May after picking up her 15-year-old daughter from cheerleading practice.
When I got out, he said, Ms. Green, do you know that you have a warrant for your arrest.
She was taken to the Orient Road jail.
If they got you handcuffed behind your back?
Yes, I'm treated like a criminal.
At the jail, she got more bad news.
There was no bond, so I couldn't even go home to my family. I sat in there for 7 days. 7 days in the jailhouse, you know, like a criminal.
Boy, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. Me and the attorneys gonna have a day. We would have a day on this. A day on this. I'm telling you. Let's get the boys together. Well, let's get it all together, because we are gonna figure out. We are gonna figure out how we're gonna get paid. So you do all of that. You put me in jail for brown grass. The HOA does. And then the judge, yep, a default, yep, let's put her in jail for not putting seeds down. But to not give you a bond, to not give you a way out of jail for an HOA violation? Dirty work. This is the reason why I say, listen, if I was her, we would have some nice paperwork to give the city and the HOA. Everybody gonna get it. See, I'm telling you this. Wow, it is her fault. Let me just be perfectly clear. You gotta show up to court hearings. You gotta show up to your court hearing. You do. You have to show up to your court hearing. Guys, listen. You know I'm against the HOA. You know that this is a ridiculous story. This is a cautionary story about HOAs and how HOAs can abuse their power and how you should be cautious before you join an organization that doesn't like you, that literally hates you.
This is America. Don't got you slipping up.
But with all of that said, when you go to court, you gotta stay on top of it. You can't allow, guys, listen, I'm saying this because you have to make sure that you protect you and your family. You can't give these people any room to get you. So you have to stay vigilant when someone gives you a court date. And you gotta show up, because if you don't show up, that will be the reason why they will put you in jail. That's the reason why they will give you that fine. That's the reason why you will lose on a default, because you didn't show up. So with these organizations, these HOAs, that's the number one thing that they love. They love when you guys don't show up. They love when you go, you know what, this is BS. I'm not gonna do it. HOAs love that. You know why they love it? Because they get results like this.
To be incarcerated without bond is certainly an extreme measure and is pretty rare.
Now there's a mugshot of you right now.
Yep.
How did that make you feel, just to be put in those orange clothes?
It makes me feel horrible. Like, I work hard. You know, I work hard to buy this home, you know, for me and my kids in a better neighborhood and environment. And to be taken to jail and to be treated like that for brown grass at my own home, you know, like it's horrible.
Yes, it is horrible. Yes, it is. But again, guys, not to beat a dead horse, but this is the reason why I continue to say over and over and over, especially when you look at areas like Florida, especially Texas, these coastal areas, man, these HOAs are getting aggressive. Now in some states, Florida, they're giving more and more and more power to the HOHs. They're allowing them to charge you fees, ridiculous fees, under their discretion. They're allowing them to do things like this, take you to jail over lawn care. They're allowed to put liens on your property. They're allowed to evict you. So what do you own?
You get nothing. You lose.
What do you own? That's what I want to know. I'm asking for a friend. What do you own if you can be kicked out of your house, if you can be evicted, if you can get fees and liens added to your home for the most tiny things? Oh, your shutters are blue. We don't allow that. Oh, your roof? Those shingles are the wrong color. We only do shades of brown here. We don't do that other multicolor thing that you're doing. You can't do that. You're gonna have to tear the whole roof down. I know you spent $30,000 in this roof. Too bad. Take a loan out. We don't care.
This is reality.
This is the real thing going on. This is...
Green's sister-in-law, who is a paralegal, filed a petition 6 days after she was incarcerated, requesting an emergency hearing.
And I went to court, and I had to be shackled from my hands to my feet.
And you're there in civil county court, right?
Yeah.
You're the only one wearing orange, right?
Yeah, the only one.
Green's relatives sent pictures of the yard and other evidence to the judge, a different one than the judge who issued the arrest warrant. Green says an attorney for the HOA opposed her release.
He says, well, it hasn't been resodded. The whole yard needs to be resodded. And she's like, not from those pictures that I see. She's like, no, I want her released immediately.
So you were going to sit in jail while they resodded your yard?
He wanted me to continue to sit in jail and not come home to my family.
Green was released on the judge's order.
That's ridiculous. This is what I'm saying. The attorney for the HOA is like, hey, listen, we need to keep her in jail. Did you see that yard? That yard, remember, this is a person, this is an attorney that says, I want to keep this person in jail and keep them away from their family, because your lawn isn't green.
Yeah, I know, I heard that. That's corny.
Now, let me make this clear. This is a person that said, we don't want you to have any freedom. We want you to be locked up in jail because your lawn isn't green. By the way, you're paying us to be here. That's right. Your dues are paying the attorney's fees to put you in jail. Huh? You see what I'm saying? Your dues, your money that you gave them, they're spending it on the attorney fees. So your money is going to pay the attorney fees to put you in jail. Make it make sense to me, guys. Make it make sense. This lady is blessed. She really is. That she had a relative that was a paralegal. I think it was her sister. She is blessed because that is the only way that she got out of jail. Again, what do I always say, guys? Put you and your loved ones first. What do I say again? Put you and your loved ones first. And look what happened. Look what happened. It was your loved ones, the ones that you should be loyal to, your loved ones who got her out of this situation. But let's listen to this last clip of this slimy attorney that's representing this HOA. Let's hear what he has to say.
I'm Adam. I'm with ABC Action News.
We caught up with Creekview HOA attorney Francis Frischia, the one who asked for the arrest warrant outside his office.
Do you think that was kind of harsh to have her spend 7 days, I believe, in jail?
I have no comment, but I'll email you on that.
He emailed us a statement saying in part, quote, Ms. Green received notices of violations. She disregarded them. Ms. Green failed to show up in court on August 19th. Her failure to abide by the court's instruction led to the arrest warrant being issued. We called and left a business card at the Creekview HOA president's home, and we called and emailed the HOA's property management company, which issued the violations. We didn't hear back from either.
Go figure. You won't hear back from either of them. Listen, she didn't follow the rules. She didn't follow the, bylaw 3,000 million TXY. That's what they're going to say. And again, I just want to be clear, because what do we do over here? We have to hold each other accountable. And in this story, even though I do say, these HOAs are despicable. Even though I do say, be careful if you sign up with an HOA. We cannot allow and give opportunities to these HOAs by not showing up to court. Fact. Because here's the thing. These guys will always use default judgments against you. Let me tell you this. If anybody out there has any issues with an HOA, please do yourself a favor. Show up to court. Make sure that you do everything that a judge says. Show up to court when those things happen, because these guys will use every legal loophole to get what they want. Your property, you in jail, forcing you to give them their property. They will do anything to exert control over you and take back your property. And that's the last thing that we want. What's the point of the video? The point of the video, guys, is to show you how despicable these HOAs are, how far-reaching they can go, and showing you that while maybe some of you may not be able to avoid an HOA, what you can avoid is by allowing the HOA to win in certain ways. And that's really the point. That's really the point, guys. And also, too, as we always know, these HOAs are not loyal. So if you like content like this, you love content like this, please join the Patreon. We do exclusive videos over there. You will love it. You won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you into your first rental property. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.